because basically, you know, you're keeping track of internal temperature, same cooking method for each one. Now, this one would be perfect for like, you know, Christmas dinner. Last Christmas, I cooked up one about this size, fed about 8 people very easily. You know, otherwise, cut it up into steaks and, you know, freeze those up. We did a tutorial on that, and I will put that video in the end card so you guys can check it out. Today I'll be cooking this little guy right here. All right, from package to pan, I'm telling you guys, there is nothing easier than this. Just rip this bad boy open, set it right in there. As you guys can see, the bones are already cut, so it almost acts like a little rack. Perfect, right? Now, I just wanted to show you guys use a pan like this. You know, I did like 20 of them in a pan like this and came out phenomenal. And then Cassie suggested using cast iron. So whether you use a cast iron or that previous pan I showed you, both ways, everything comes out delicious. But you know, Cassie loves the cast iron. It's a happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Just put some salt here on the fat cap. And that's it. We have our oven set to 250 degrees. Let's throw this in. And we're gonna leave it in there at 250 degrees. Remember, we wanna pull it out when the internal temperature reaches 120 degrees. So the most difficult part about cooking this rib roast is just keeping track of the temperature, which is simple, right? All right, gang, it's been an hour and a half, 90 minutes, and we're gonna give this temperature a look. Yep, we're looking at 92, 91 degrees, so I'll check this bad boy about every 10 minutes. All right, there we go. We got about 120, and that's what we want. We're gonna let this sucker rest for 15 minutes. All right, it's been 15 minutes. Since this roast isn't that big, I'm not gonna use a quarter stick of butter. Maybe just a little less than that. Basically, I'm gonna rub this all over the roast until it's melted. All right, we got this thing coated, and now we're gonna set the oven to a broil at 500 degrees, and we're gonna put this in for 10 minutes. All right, it's been 10 minutes, and I want you guys to hear this sizzle. Oh yeah, sizzling. It's still sizzling. Well, dear viewer, that's all it takes. We'll let this rest for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna cut into it and see how it's looking. All right, y'all, it's rested for 10 minutes. First thing we gotta do is take off these strings. Now on this roast, the bones have already been cut. See, they'll just fall right off. Look at that. Put that up. Oh yeah, perfect. That looks so good. Cooked all the way through, a nice light red. Oh man, that's good. Now if you guys like it a little more well done than this, you want to take that internal temperature up to 130 degrees, you know, and then go from there. But this is 120 right here. Perfect. Total cook time for this roast was about 2 hours. You know, bigger the roast, longer it's going to take, but it's important you check that temperature. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Cassie's going to dig this. Husband brownie points. Yeah. Oh yeah. I am hungry now, guys. Oh man, looking at that prime rib. It's got me going. Please, please, Publix, have a good sale this year, right? Christmas time on those standing prime ribs, rib roasts, whatever you want to call them. Hey guys, welcome to the morning meeting. First time we've ever doing it on a Sunday. I don't expect a huge turnout because a lot of folks are attending church service, which is totally cool. And yeah, I kind of want to do it. I thought about adjusting the time for that reason, but wanted to gauge it, you know, and see how it goes, and then go from there. But welcome to the morning meeting. If you're new here, we get together every Wednesday through Sunday at 10 or 11:55 a.m. Eastern and talk about our struggles and victories on a carnivore diet, what you're eating that day, any thoughts, concerns. Everybody in the live chat is very cool, very friendly, and will be, if you're new, they'll be willing to help you right along with me. So, and the live chat is what this stream's all about. So if you're just lurking, you're just like stopping by and not in the live chat, come on, we need you in there. Make it a little more lively. So we're all unique, and we'd love you to join in. Oh, anyway, my vlog from yesterday. I'm doing a daily vlog of what I'm eating. They don't seem to be very popular videos. I think releasing a video and a stream every day is kind of stepping on each video's toes. But the one I did tonight or yesterday will be out at 5 p.m. today. Yeah, I scheduled it for 5 since it's Sunday. So I hope you guys check that out. It's something a little different. So I hope you guys dig it. Anyway, if you're watching the replay too, appreciate that and welcome. Glad you made the morning meeting part of your day. So let's get into the comments. Sarah, wishing all the Carnivore Quest warriors a wonderful weekend. I'll catch the replay. Brutal. Well, I'm just kidding, Sarah. Check out Carnivore Chef's Pecan Pie. Ooh, really? Reed's got a new one? Cool. Cindy, good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Have a blessed Sunday. Stay strong. Enjoyed the video last night, Larry. The food you ate looked amazing. Hope you decided to do a video on making that meatloaf. Yeah. I said if 10 people commented they wanted to see it, I would make it. And Cassie gives that recipe an A+. So she definitely gave me the green light. You want to do a video on it? Go ahead. Because if I make something and it's crap, she'll be like, don't make a video on this. So I got her blessing to do it. Let's see. Okay. Swan, hey everyone. The family and I are out of town for a little getaway. We'll catch the vlog and watch the replay when we get home tomorrow. Cool. Happy travels, Swan, and be safe. Working games. We'll watch the replay. Yeah, I figure a lot of folks wouldn't be here. I'm at church, so I'll catch the replay. I wish everyone a blessed Sabbath. Cool. Thanks, Sharice. Wendy O, good morning. Love this live on the weekends. Just finished last trip to the store for Thanksgiving. Woo! Let the games begin. Can't wait. Hope all is well. Yeah, Wendy O, for sure. I still got to go to the store because I'm going to be taking over buffalo chicken dip to my son's house. And that's going to be like my one little tiny off strict carnivore thing I'm going to have is some buffalo chicken dip, which is low carb, and pork rinds. So that's going to be my little treat for Thanksgiving. And we're not doing turkey. He's making short ribs. Cody manages a butcher shop, and he's got some, he's turned out to be a very good cook when it comes to preparing meat. He knows what he's doing. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. Mama Poppins, good morning, everyone. Larry, that looks incredible. Now I'm hungry. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that prime rib is fire. Easy to cook too, Mama P. Easy to cook. JD, last year I made a keto cheesecake for Thanksgiving, but no monk fruit for me anymore. You're making that adjustment, huh, JD? Good. Jeff, what's up, man? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. And Katie, hello all. Katie Ann. I'm not recognizing that name, Katie. Is your first time here? If so, cool. YouTube's been changing everybody's names, so you might have been here before. Maybe you can't make it throughout the week. Hey, Nicole. Happy Sunday, everyone from Ontario, Canada. Great to see you, Nicole. Awesome. Sam in the house. Hi, Larry and Carnivore Quest crew. Great new live stream style with old vids till you come on. And having you point out an old video that in your vlogs and edit the, I know what you're talking about, so people can click on it after the vlog. Yeah, I've done that before, Sam, and that's a strategy I'm re-implementing. But yeah, I got sick of the intro I was doing every day for the live, about the eat it, instead of sitting down in a corner eating a Twinkie, get back up and fight. I love that intro, but it was getting stale. So I figured, because a lot of times like today, while that prime rib video was playing, I was getting stuff ready in here, and it just gives me a little more time, and it lets people come in and start chatting. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing more of those. JD again, what's up, crew? Bride's Biscuit, good morning, Larry. What's up, fam? Hey, Brides, what's up? Great Sunday morning just came out of Lance's live. It's a great day. Awesome. Very cool. Lance, where is he at? There he is. Good morning, Carnivore Quest crew. Another beautiful Sunday morning. Good to see you, Lance. You do your live early, huh, bud? Awesome. John Together Strong. Hello, everyone. What's up? And Mishy Poo. No, Mishy Poo. Your name always makes me crack up. Together strong, sharing experience, strength, and hope one day at a time. Yeah, I like that little tagline. And we got Mandy. Hi, Larry, from the UK. Always good to see you, Mandy. Glad you're here. So yeah, you guys, you better start firing up the chat because I'm already to the end of it. How is that even possible? Lance, how long did you go on your live stream this morning? I got to stop by that one. You do it on the weekends. Man. Yeah, I actually, probably for tomorrow, I'm going to be putting out that chili recipe video that I made just a few days ago. And you guys are going to dig it. It's ketovore, but you can make it carnivore. I got the recipe for my daughter. Perfect time of year for it. And it's fire. It's really good. I'm not just tooting my own horn, or maybe I am. Larry, what about beef makes it feel for you so much better than turkey, chicken, or pork? Is ground beef worth being $1 to $2 a pound more than the others? Yeah, it's more nutrient dense, right? It's got more nutrients. That's what I've always heard. But I can definitely tell when I'm eating a lot of beef on the beef butter bacon and egg challenge. You can definitely tell a change in the way I feel for sure. Not a huge difference. I have to be eating quite a bit of it, but man, I love chicken. I love pork and turkey. I could give or take. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically, it's once or twice a year with the turkey. Definitely like the dark meat, but something about a turkey. Whenever I eat turkey, I just want some stuffing. The stuffing that actually goes in the bird. Oh, it comes out so moist. My mouth's watering. Cassie makes the best stuffing, traditional stuffing. You know what I mean? I do my Sunday live right after Dr. Kilt's live and a 40-minute walk on the treadmill. Killing it, Lance. Awesome. Good afternoon. I'm watching on my phone without headphones. My mom can hear your voice. She said he has a very pleasant voice. Hey, very cool, Terza. Well, give mom a hug from Lair. Very cool. Just over an hour this morning. Last Sunday, it was 2 hours. Crazy. Wow. Yeah, sometimes you get going on a live stream, and you just got the flow rolling, and it's easy to do, Lance. I think one time Cassie and I went 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think is our record. Mishipu, looking forward to it. Yeah, hey, here's a little topic for you guys. What Thanksgiving, what are you guys planning? Are you planning any dishes that are kind of like carnivore-ish, or you substituting anything? I'd love to hear it. Love to hear it. And I don't know, remember Cassie what had to work on Thanksgiving? Well, she switched with a lady at work who has no family in the area, so she was very gracious to switch with Cassie. So I am going to ask Cassie maybe to make her heavenly eggs. I love her heavenly eggs, and they're clean. They're instead of mayo, she uses water and bacon grease. They're deviled eggs, but she calls them heavenly eggs, and they're fire. They're really good. So that, and then that, which that's not a like an off-plan cheating kind of thing, but the buffalo chicken dip is definitely carby, you know what I mean? But it'll just be a little blip in the road, right, Sam? That's what I say. Instead of a bump in the road, little blip in the road. It's got cream cheese in it. And the key is I just don't want to overdo it. So I actually, because I told my son Cody, who's hosting, you get a big old bag of tortilla chips for everybody else. And I might just bring like a small bag of pork rinds, so I don't overdo it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I thought I'll grab a couple bags of pork rinds. Nah, if I do that, I'll end up just, I'll end up eating a pound of cream cheese, and I don't want to do that. That'd be a rough day the next day, RG, I haven't had a good meatloaf in a while. I look forward to your recipe. Cool. Yeah, it's easy too. It's not real difficult. Like I said, you can make it carnivore or carnivore-ish. And I made it for Cassie ketovore, had onions in it. So, and I still had a piece. The nice thing is you cut into it, and the onions literally fall out because I use raw onions when I cook it. I don't saute them first and then put it in. But it's very easy to pick the onions out, and it leaves behind a nice flavor. And I could eat the onions. They don't. I wouldn't feel any negative effects from the onions. I don't even get gas or anything like that. But they do have carbohydrates. You got to be careful with onions. Mama P, Larry, I would appreciate any recipe videos. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama P. You've been watching us a long, long time, Miss Poppins. You have. Thank you for the always supporting us. Cheeto the Magnificent. What's up? What's going on? Oh man. And I'll tell you guys, I forgot to mention this. I think I'm going to stop my daily vlogs and long form content because yeah, there's a few reasons. And I mean, one of the big ones is no one's watching and it's a lot of work. So I think I'm going to do for my daily vlogs short content, 60 seconds. Here's what I eat in a day, show my first meal. I've done that before and it's a lot quicker. It's a lot more efficient on the back end, creating that kind of content. But the long form content, I put 4 or 5 hours into it every day, and then 600 people watch it. They watched yesterday's video, which 4 years ago, I'd have been super excited at 600 views, but when you have 60,000 subscribers and only 500 people watch a video, people are telling you, nah, we don't want to see this, so I got to adjust. That's part of having a YouTube channel. But I love the accountability of doing a daily video. It really keeps me on track. So I'll just do the short form. So, and then leave longer content for different kinds of videos, not just what I eat in a day every day. I think everybody's getting a little burned out on my face, especially with Cassie not being around as much. So got to make that little adjustment. Carol, good morning, y'all. Hey, Carol, great to see you on this Sunday. Awesome. Glad you could make it. Mishifu, same here, Turkey. Yeah. Yeah. I'll eat turkey. I don't hate it. But Kez LLC, good day all. What's up? That's how I'll say it. Kez LLC. Yeah, that's how you would say that, right? Kaz, yeah. Kaz LLC. Sam, did Larry, does 7327 ground beef give you loose stools? What in particular cases you have them, and have you had them recently? No, it doesn't any more than any other beef, Sam. I'll tell you though, like right now, you guys saw like I had those wings with the seasoning from Larry's Butcher Shop, which was like a soy sauce. And, I haven't been super strict on my sauces and stuff, but like, let's say I started the beef butter bacon egg challenge right now. And within a week of eating just those four things, I would have the explosion again of diarrhea for sure. But I'm pretty much past it now as far as eating general carnivore, Sam. I'm not having really any loose stools. I'm not really going a lot at all. And I figured it out a long time ago. That's because my body's using most of what I consume. It's actually using for, nutrition to run my body. So there's very little waste. Man, when I'm eating a standard American diet, you should, I got quite a bit of waste coming out of me. It's amazing. It really is. Uh, Larry has an infectious laugh. Also, thanks, Lance. So, and my laugh irritates some people. I had a guy the other day telling me he was so sick of my laugh he had to unsubscribe. He's like, "What are you laughing about?" Oh man, I'm like, dude, if you know what I've been through in my life, yeah, I'm very thankful I can laugh and I got some joy in my heart. Coffee man, what's up? Beef is usually superior because of its higher fat content, and carnivore keto is a fat-based diet. The best way to stay satiated is to rely on beef. Poultry and pork leave me too hungry. Yeah, that it does satiate you more for sure. It's a great point, coffee man. Plus, I've had inflammation from pork and poultry, so beef is just the staple food to go with. Really? Yeah, I've never had that problem, inflammation from them, but that's the one thing I've learned about this journey is everyone's different. But yeah, I mean, I just think ideally, yeah, if someone could eat beef all the time, you know, it's just I find it very hard to stick to that. That's why hats off to like freedom. He just eats meat or eat beef. It's like I don't know if I can do that. Rishi Poo, Nelly Janelle has a graham cracker. Oh yeah. Yeah, Nelly. Well, what's her Nelly meets? I forget her channel's name. Has a graham cracker crust I want to try. Cool. Janelle's such a nice lady. Why tell her one day we're gonna cross paths and I'm gonna challenge her in ping pong. Her and her husband are avid ping pong players. And I told him back in the day, when I met Cassie, I really got into ping pong, and me and my buddies we used to gamble some big money on ping pong. I'll tell you what's great exercise is ping pong. Excellent exercise and not too strenuous. I would love to have a ping pong table right now. I could do it. And you just play to your ability, play as fast as you can. But man, you get some matches going, you get in shape real quick. It might be something to think about. I know outdoor tables are pretty expensive though. We don't have room in the house. Uh, Deviled eggs made with bacon, mayo, Reed's dressing, stuffing, smoked brisket. Awesome. Yeah, man. Oh, you're gonna have to let us know how that dressing from Carnivore Chef is. Hmm, for sure, Lance. We're making brisket for Thanksgiving. Awesome run on ribeye. And really good to see you. Glad you stopped by. Awesome. I'll say it again. Awesome. Shell Bell, we are doing ketovore recipes like we did last year, but this time I'm going to eat. I didn't last year. It was all meat. Okay, Shell Bell. loosen up a little bit. For the last couple of months, you loosened up anyway, right, Shelba? Reintroducing stuff, and you've done great. Shelba has had great results eating a low carb diet. Terza, we will have fried turkey. Oh, you lucky dog. Let me read your comment, and then I'll make a little comment on that. A pork shoulder, stuffing, mashed sweet potatoes, asparagus or Brussels sprouts, Italian string bean salad, cranberry sauce, corn, and some desserts. I will be keto, and I will eat meat and veg only. Sure. No, I'm just kidding, Teresa. Yeah, man, a fried turkey is so good. Cassie's dad is the master of them. He hasn't done one in years. It's the best turkey I've ever had. Deep fried turkey. Oh my gosh. Awesome, Teresa. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I bet you guys got a big old spread, huh, Hunty? RG, easy makes it sound even better. Easy makes it sound even better. All right. I'm sure you're referring to something, RG. It's just going over my head. My bad. Dougie, good morning, man. Great to see you. Oh, I see those rain clouds. You getting rained on today, man? Longtime viewers, you guys probably recognize this sweatshirt from. I mean, I've worn it before here on the channel many times, but my belly sticks out the bottom of it now. That's pretty sad. I mean, I have to totally suck it in for my belly not to show. This thing's tiny on me. It looks all right here, but like if I stood up, oh man, half of you would pass out. Anyway, good to see you, Doug. JD, I'm going to stay home alone for Thanksgiving. Probably cook a turkey for the dogs. Maybe I'll eat the thighs. Alone for Thanksgiving. Well, you got your fur babies with you, right, JD? Yeah, I can do a Thanksgiving with brisket. Just chilling with him for sure. Yeah, we're all blessed this Thanksgiving. Patricia, what a beautiful morning. Happy Sunday to you all. Hey, Patricia, really glad you stopped by. It's been a few days since we've seen you. Bride's biscuit. Nobody here cares for turkey. I'm buying the biggest chicken I can find, then roasting. My portion, I slice and pan saute with butter and a little hot sauce, buffalo style. Perfect. Perfect Bride's biscuit. Yeah, you guys doing the chicken, huh? Shorts do get more views. More people doom scrolling on their phones will see it. Yeah, and I'm not worried because you don't make a whole lot of money, on ad revenue from YouTube, Lance, on shorts. But long form content is our bread and butter, like as far as revenue and making, I mean, this is what I do for a living, right? And the last 4 videos, I'm like, dang, it's just like dropped off. It's like ever since I put out the video about me getting sober, maybe this is me being paranoid, but the day Jesus saved me, yeah, I mean, all my daily vlogs are like, it was like 1,500 views, then 1,100 views, then 1,000 views, and now yesterday's videos got like 600 views. It's not even gonna hit 1,000. That hasn't happened like over 3 years. So I'm like, we be a shadow man for talking about the Lord, or are people just not interested in seeing me eat meat every day? Yeah, I know our core audience. Yeah, we'll show up. What's up, Larry? What are you eating today? Cool. But as far as the general channel, it's not healthy when you got 60,000 subscribers and you can't break 1,000 views. Something's wrong. You got to adjust something. So, but yeah, I think shorts are fun too because you can add music. You can add music that would normally be copyrighted. So, hello, Larry. So glad to catch the live today. Jiffy in the house. Awesome. Great to see you. Monica, hello. Might have some dark meat
turkey Thanksgiving also. We are having a ham, but that I think I will avoid that. Yeah, you got to be careful with hams, right, Lance? A lot of times they got quite a bit of sugar in them. Internet people love their opinions. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're talking about my laugh. Yeah, your laugh is jovial, Larry. I find it endearing. Well, thanks, Private Biscuit. And it's not like I come on here and okay, getting ready to film a video, you know. All right, remember to laugh a lot. Larry, how many times you don't it's not like if you see me in real life, that's how I act. So apparently that guy who left that comment, we could never be friends because I drive him nuts. Lance, I can't help but smile every time you laugh. Haters gonna hate, laugh at them, right? Yeah, I think that guy, I think because he was a long-time subscriber, I replied, I appreciate you watching as long as you did. Um, thank you very much. Take care. And then I put in parentheses laughing, kind of trolling him a little bit there. Having leftover steak and 4 eggs for my first meal today. Awesome, Jeff. That sounds good. Yeah, yesterday I had little Larry bring me home 3 pounds of chicken wings from the butcher shop. I paid for them this time. 4 Preacher Man steaks. It's a very fatty, cheaper steak than ribeye. And what else did he bring home? 2 pounds of ground beef. That's right. So it's kind of up in the air what I'm going to be eating today, you know. I thought about fasting. Tell you guys who have watched the vlogs, I did three days this week, which without even trying. So, cheesecake with an almond crust isn't as good, but it is low carb. Monica, we are cooking a turkey and chicken for Thanksgiving. One of my kids doesn't care for turkey, so that is why we are cooking chicken also. Mama's got to keep everybody happy, right, Monica? That's a good mama. Very cool. Mamas are the best. Sam, Larry, I'm going to try Cholula today. Oh, the hot sauce. And I hope it's not as hot as I'm sensitive to spicy hot tamale hot sauces. Also, I hope it does cause me to have a burning behind like salsa did when I relieve myself. I don't have a problem with it. And it's not super hot, Sam. It's really good. And it's got a good flavor. So you'll dig it. That's Cassie's favorite, Cholula. And you can get it at Sam's Club or Sam's Club at Costco. You can get it in the normal grocery store too, though. But they come in big old twin packs at Costco, and it's a pretty good deal. But I like Tapatio. That's my favorite. Carol, I'm going to try and make a ketovore cheesecake for Thanksgiving. Very nice, Carol. I hope it turns out good, right? You know, you put in the effort to make something a little extra special for yourself. That shows you care about your well-being and your health. So awesome job, Carol. Very cool. You could easily just go buy a store-bought sugar-filled cheesecake, right? Doing it. I hope it doesn't. Yeah, right. Otherwise, you're going to be in hell on the toilet. I'm guessing people that don't share that spirit in their lives feel differently. Yeah, some of them do, for sure. We are also smoking brisket this year as well. Shellbell, man, you got all the goodies going on. All y'all, very cool. Carol, it was easy with monk fruit, the cheesecake. I love Cholula, but not the ingredient label. It is mild, by the way, right? Yeah, we don't sweat the ingredients on hot sauce too much. Terza, sure. I'm saving my throwdown for Christmas Eve. Sure. Nah, that's cool, T. Yeah, what you gonna do Christmas Eve? Our tradition for Christmas Eve is always order pizza. Ooh, maybe I could have Cassie make her carnivore pizza. Ooh. That would be good. RG, sorry, I should have specified. You said your meatloaf was easy to make, and I was just commenting on how it makes it even sound better. Gotcha, RG. Okay, cool. Yeah, it is very simple to make. And I got one step to make it that most people have never tried. And it just adds a little extra flavor. Yeah, you guys will enjoy it. The pork panko we get from Amazon, and that'll be here tomorrow because we're out. And then there's one more thing I need. Oh, I need some low carb ketchup. We're out of that too. So and for a 3 pound batch of meatloaf, which is usually what I make a big old loaf. You don't use very much ketchup, so yeah, definitely make it very, very low carb for carnivore. You can even make it strict carnivore, and I'll go over that in the video. Me too, Terza. I'll do a 3-day Christmas cookie binge. Yeah, man. Yeah, Christmas Eve. For some reason, that's probably even more tough for Cassie and I than even Thanksgiving. Is Christmas Eve for some reason. Just want to snuggle up and yeah, you got the fire going. And you just want a little pleasure in your mouth, a little snacky snack. Lance, heading to the store for wings because I forgot to take mine out of the freezer. Still listening on Bluetooth. Ah, thanks, Lance. Lance supporting us wherever he goes. Spread the gospel. I'm alone on Thanksgiving also. Pet sitting for 10 days. Toxic family. I'm an introvert, so I love being alone. All right. I'm starting to think maybe I'll do some kind of live on Thanksgiving because we're not going to be at Cody's all day. Maybe I'll do like a half-hour live, say hi to y'all. Get you in here, spread the gospel, and Lance, or no, excuse me, not Lance, JD. Yeah, we'll do a little live. Yeah, because we're only going to be at Cody's house for like 3 or 4 hours. Even if we got 10 people in here, I am the toxic family. I doubt that, JD. You seem like a real nice dude when we talked. If you lived closer, JD, you'd be coming over to our house. You'd be more than welcome. Larry, wouldn't it be cool if schools and colleges would have content creation classes and degrees? I feel like Gen Z and newer generations would love them. Yeah, that would be cool. I think even more important, they should teach kids in high school about your credit score, how to manage your money, how to be. That's what I think they should teach, and like not just one little class in 10th grade. I mean, like drill it into your head how important your credit score is, how important it is. Teach about interest rates, and that's one thing I never. Cassie and I, because I was never really taught that. I mean, my parents were wonderful, taught me all kinds of things, but that's the one thing they never really went over with me, and I suffered for it early in my early 20s. Cassie too, and we had to learn to experience. So all our kids are amazingly doing very well, but we've really drilled it into little Larry's head, and he's on the right path. So that's what I think they should teach in school. But yeah, that'd be cool too. Content creation, because it's a new world out there, right, Sam? It's a new world. who knows what's right around the corner with AI. I mean, it's sometimes it's scary, but at other times I'm like, it's almost like we can't comprehend what's coming around the corner. That's why another reason I think we're so close to the Lord coming back, because I don't know if I could answer it, because it's just a feeling I have, because the world's getting crazy and things are changing so rapidly. Um, I love you talking about the Lord. I'm happy the Lord gave you strength to beat the addiction of alcohol. Thank you, Becky. Yeah, he sure did. He didn't even give me the strength, Becky. He just took the addiction from me, which was a huge miracle. So, yeah, thank you. Carol, I love your laugh. And by the way, laughing is healthy. It's like jogging for your insides. I've never heard it put that way, Carol. Uh, that's cool. Maybe do some everyday videos too. Just doing your thing, delivering food, doing yard work, walking, etc. Yeah, I mean, I try to, what I do in a day. The thing is, when you're putting out a video every single day, it's just like the other day, the first day one vlog, right? When I started doing daily vlogs again, I had a bunch of long time subscribers saying, "Oh, Larry, this is like 4 or 5 days after the video's put out." And I've already put out 4 or 5 videos. Anyway, they would say, "Larry, oh, good to see you're on track," and then I'd comment back, "Yeah, good to see you." And said, I'm blogging daily. I'm 5 days in or whatever. And they said, "Oh, they had no idea the other videos were out." So it's like, when you got a video coming out every day, people just don't see them, because there's only so many notifications YouTube can give you. And then I'm doing a live stream every day too. So I call it stepping on their toes. Each video is stepping on the next one's toes. So I think it's a bunch of factors. Yeah, I thought about, and also delivering, but people get triggered. Cheetah the Magnificent. I get a roasted chicken from Sam's and put poultry type seasoning on it, then take already sliced, and they have yet to realize it's chicken. Really? Wow. I have about 40 bottles of different hot sauces, from heatness, and crippling. Oh man, I love hot sauce. I'll tell you the hottest thing I've had in years. I went to Wing Stop. This is a little while back, not too long ago. But I got their atomic wings. Oh my gosh, they were burning. I mean, I heard that song playing in my head, burning, burning. It's like, oh man, so hot. Making gravy with the pan drippings, thickened with xanthan gum, is a lifesaver for me. Yeah, I was going to pick some of that up after seeing Amber's last recipe video, Amber and Dan's Carnivore Life. Christmas pizza here as well. Yeah, JD, right? It's kind of a tradition in our house. First time Cassie and I fell on the carnivore diet was Christmas Eve. And then we went off the rails for weeks and gained a bunch of weight back. And rinse and repeat. The hottest hot sauce is the one from Hot Ones called Thermageddon. Wow, I can't even imagine, Doug. Bryce Biscuit likes Frank's, Tapatio, Louisiana, Crystal, and 3 ingredients. Cholula is 7, just for your information. Appreciate that, Brides. Yeah, I like them all. Tapatio, ooh. So very grateful. Kathy, good to see you. I am grateful too. Mishapu, other content creators have mentioned YouTube revenue is way off. It's the revenue is just that time of year. This time of year, revenue goes down. Ad ads on YouTube don't pay as much. But my problem is no one's watching. They're probably thinking, why is this guy on here every day? Where's that beautiful Italian named Cassie? But yeah. Larry, I was wondering if you had an Aldi near you. In Florida, we don't have Food Lion, so I was wondering how it compares price-wise to Publix, Costco, and Sam's Club. Aldi's got some good deals. Yeah, we got one near us. Yeah, Cassie stops in there every once in a while. It's definitely cheaper than Publix. Publix is expensive. Yeah, I avoid Publix unless they got that rib roast sale going on because everything's expensive there. Quality, but. And Pep, what's up? I went to dinner where the emphasis was on gluten free. Gluten free is not carb free, but meat is gluten free and carb free. But most other folks don't see the value in that. My gosh, can you guys hear Nala snoring behind me? Our big husky. You hear that? One more. That's so funny. Damn. All right, Nala. It's loud in here. I mean, I can't concentrate. Nala, you good girl? Oh, she's sleeping up a storm. I'm very thankful for my kids are supportive to where our gatherings with eating are not an issue and they eat like my mom and I. That is cool. Yeah. You said your kids were in their 20s, right, Shabo? 2028 YouTube will have AI, Larry. Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a lot of creators already utilizing it on their thumbnails. Like I know Chris Cooking Nashville uses it. You can tell. I enjoy making thumbnails, and I mean I'm not dogging them, but I'm a little behind the times. I'm so weary about AI. All I can see is AI being powered by demons, right? Yeah, yeah. I've seen some crazy videos. People going back and forth with AI about God. Yeah, for sure. I wish I had any of those. I wish I had. I wish I had any of those, Sam. Oh, talking about the grocery stores. My choices are Amazon Fresh, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and local stores, which are worse. Amazon Fresh is the best, but their prices are insane. Pretty bad, huh? Oh, yes, the trigger factor is so true. Didn't think about that, right? Yeah, I'm delivering this McDonald's. Yeah, I actually tried that once. It didn't go so well. I had a bottle of Dave's Insanity. I was insane to buy it. I threw it across the street. Why? Really? Was that hot? I had hot sauce in my 5 pounds of wings last night. Yeah, JD, you need to find a eating contest somewhere. A wing eating contest. Uh, we do the Feast of the Seven Fishes Christmas Eve. It is one of the only days of the year I see all 5 of my siblings and their family. Best of all, I don't have to cook. We just bring pastries. Wow, that is really cool, Terza. That's so cool. Thank you for sharing that. Only time of the year, huh? Y'all get together? What a blessing. What a blessing. Larry, I heard this quote recently and wondered if you agree. Here it is. Envy is the one sin that doesn't feel good. Yeah, it doesn't feel good at all. I agree with that. The one sin? Yeah. Right. Like as you're doing it. Right. Envy's horrible. We all suffer from it at different times in our life. I've I've dealt with envy even since starting this YouTube channel. I had to get into prayer over it. It's just part of our fallen nature. Yeah, I thought it was an earthquake. Nala snoring, right? If I was in California, definitely be a possibility. Yeah, man, she was rumbling. Whole Foods and Trader Joe's is a ripoff for meat. I get maybe 1 or 2 sales a year there. I heard about. I healed without beef though, so no worries. Okay. Yeah. Um, $5 super chat. Thank you, Ricky. Thanks, man. Very cool. Just had a job interview requesting prayers that I get it, please, fam. Yeah, we set up some prayers yesterday for you. Did you have another one? Wait till you get hired, bro, before that next super chat. Thanks, Ricky. Appreciate that. Goes a long way supporting us, supporting the channel. I agree they're so expensive. Same with Sprouts. You guys are talking amongst each other. Prayers for jobs. Absolutely. Frustrating when you want a job, you need a job, and you can't find one. It's happened to me a few times. I've only had 5 jobs in my entire life, though. Usually, I get with a company, I stick with it for a while. Longest I worked for was where I met Cassie. I was there 11 years. Mostly in the casinos. I worked for 3 different casinos total. I thought Nala was a truck going by. Oh no, she's a big old. What is her mix? She's Australian Shepherd and Husky. She's a big old girl. She needs to lose some weight. Poor thing. Back home again. The wife is making bacon in the oven. Oh, that's a nice smell to come home to. No, it was today. Laugh out loud. Thanks so much. Okay. Prayers for Ricky. Awesome. Larry, with the hurricane season officially over at the end of the week, how blessed on this Sunday that we weren't hit. Big contrast. Rewatch Cassie's two YouTube shorts with the tree falling on your home. Yeah, that was fun. That was rare for up here, too, Sam. That winds like that hadn't hit my area in South Carolina in over 100 years. It was just a freak, from Hurricane Helene. It was nuts. But yeah, we were without power for 10 days. I think it was 10 days. 9 or 10 days. It was crazy. But, ever since COVID taught me, be prepared, sucker, if you're able to. Be prepared. And, we had generator. I had 30 gallons of gas. We had plenty of food. We barely went anywhere during that time. Didn't need to. I had a freezer full of meat. It was nice. I felt like super husband, because Cassie felt safe. It felt like we were prepared. Super hubby. Bride's Biscuit. I had 2 jobs over 35 years. That's awesome. Yeah, my dad worked for the same company his entire life. He got a job there when he was 16. And, he worked there while he was racing. When he was racing cross country desert, they only did that on the weekends. It wasn't a full-time job back then. But he worked for a photo engraving company, and he ended up apprenticing and becoming a photo engraver. And he worked there for 47 years, and he retired from there. When he retired, there was only 2 photo engravers in California who could still do their job by hand without a computer, and my dad was one of them. It was like computers, it was a dying trade because computers could do it all. If those of you who don't know, a photo engraver is the person who makes the plates for printing. So it's been to his shop many times when I was a kid. It was pretty cool. From living in California and earthquakes and wildflowers, Las Vegas heat waves and dust storms, Midwest blizzards and tornadoes, to the South hurricanes and storms, which natural disasters are the least and most? Oh, I'll tell you right now, my friend, if I had to choose one I would never want to be in, it would be an earthquake. Earthquake. If you've been in a big earthquake, it is a whole nother beast because it just feels like it's very, very, very unnerving. And when you're in California, when I was in the Ridgecrest quake, I got thrown across my room while I was sleeping. The initial jolt was so big, and it started rumbling, and you don't know if that's going to trigger the big one, the 8.0, and that's what you're just like waiting for. That earthquake, man, it's the wrath of God. Yeah. No, thank you. But I know the other weather events are, I've been in all of them. I've even been really close to a tornado, never hit by one. I've never been in a hurricane either. But an earthquake, it feels like the end of the world. A big one. Sam's always got sometimes the weirdest questions and other times really good ones, Sam. Sometimes with a thick cut great value or Wright's thick bacon, I'll add a little garlic powder and black pepper to it. Yeah, I like the thick cut great value. Thought about going back into plumbing. I just don't want to climb under homes and apartments anymore. I hear you. Yeah, I had a buddy who's a plumber for many years, made excellent money, and you sound just like him. Hey, popping in to say hi. What's up, Amber? I was living in Ridgecrest during that quake. Really? Okay. Yeah, I was living in Palmdale, California. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Amber. Fat to Fit Carnivore Jam. What's up? How you doing? Great to see you. The Christians have Jesus. The Muslims have Mandi. The Jews have Jehovah. The Hindus have Kalki. And Baha'i have Bulalala. Hint, hint. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. Bam. There's only one truth. Everything else is a demonic deception. I've been there in 3 quakes. I've been there in 3 earthquakes, and I have always been in wide open spaces. So it was more exciting than scary, right? Yeah. And what's crazy too, if you're in a car, you can't feel an earthquake. I don't know if many people know that. And I want to say one more thing about this one, the eternal force. The gospel and Jesus Christ in the Bible, it's the only religion that shows you how to deal with sin, shows you how to deal with your wicked heart. No other religion in the world does that because they're all counterfeit. I heard a pastor say that the whole reason weather is violent, there's violence in the animal kingdom as well as with mankind. It all stems from the garden. Yeah, we live in a fallen world. Yep. A lot happened when She took a bite of that apple. Oh, Larry, I'm not bashing BMW. Sam, you can bash them all the time. I would never buy one since you work there. But funny how the young gen glaze them and they're not as reliable as Toyota or Hondas. Thanks, Larry, for answering my good and sucky questions and sucker questions. Nah, it's all good, Sam. I don't want to be in an earthquake. No. I've been out in the desert too, like out in the open, when one has happened, and it's like wow, but it's still very unnerving. It's like it makes you feel this big, like you. It's a very strange feeling. I sometimes wish I could be an eye on the wall of a fly or an eye on the wall of Noah's Ark. Imagine seeing all those animals getting along, right? Just chilling. Pamela, what's up, Pamela? Good morning. I was in Moreno Valley during that quake and was jolted awake. Yes. I was about, I think, 20 miles from the epicenter. And I literally got thrown out of my bed. I woke up midair and hit the floor. The quake happened what, like 5:30 in the morning, which is a good thing because there wasn't a ton of traffic yet on the freeways. But yeah, all those bridges collapsed. And good morning, Pamela. Right? Amen, Larry. Jesus is the way. Absolutely. Absolutely. All you got to do is call out to him. He'll reveal himself to you. The creator who created everything, trees, puppies, plants, cats, everything you see, he created. He has the power to reach out to you and tell you and let you know he's real. It's very easy for him to do, and he'll do it. Years back on the standard American diet, I made my own bed earthquakes, right? Hashtag gassy. Oh, yeah. All right, Amber, you have a great Thanksgiving too. God is God is keto. He told them not to eat that sugar-filled dang apple. uh, Michelle, hi y'all. I've been listening while making cookies. So far, so good. No cheating. Talk about testing myself, right, Michelle? Fat to Fit Carnivore Gym. I finally got a new profile set up. I've been following for a while under St. Mary of Victories or SMOV. Okay, I've lost 163 pounds on keto carnivore. Jesus is the only way. Amen. Awesome. Amen. That's not true to religious. That's not true to religious origin at all. Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, and Shintoism, separation from kami, all prescribe ways to depart from existential defilements. That's not true, my friend. You can't defeat it without the Holy Spirit. It's impossible. And this isn't just something I believe. I know it because God touched my heart. And I've never seen somebody who's had I've never seen a testimony of somebody who was saved by the Holy Spirit, had that experience, and then turned away from Christianity. Never seen a testimony where I've seen a ton of testimonies of every other religion having an experience with Jesus Christ, and then they convert to Christianity. Never the other way around. I've never seen it. And just a little side hint before we go. Do you know that there's never been a case of a Christian born again Christian being abducted by aliens. Many people have called out the name of Jesus while the experience is happening, and then they flee. Strange, because they're not really aliens; they're demons. Anyway, thanks for the stream, Larry. Peace out, fam. All right, guys. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Been going an hour. I love y'all, and you guys have a great Sunday. Stay strong out there. Bam. The gods of the Gentiles are demons. Psalm 96:5. Love it. Scripture, right? Beat him with scripture. I love it. All right, guys. Have a great day. And no stream Monday or Tuesday, all right? So we'll see you Wednesday. Love y'all.